first of all, I hope everybody, and especially Doug Walker, who's I'm replying to on this. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, and still are having a Merry Christmas because from personal experience, I know that sometimes depending on scheduling and scheduling on everybody's part, sometimes you have to celebrate Christmas the day after, 2 days after, or the weekend after. But anyway, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. I really do. Now I want to reply to what Doug had to say at the end of his last Christmas video that he did this year as the Nostalgia Critic, which was the review of the Christmas tree animated special. Now, I like what he had to say at the end, because whether this was just through his Nostalgia Critic persona as well as a blending of both that and himself, I like what he talked about when it comes to effort, because when he talked about effort, especially around this time of year, because everybody puts effort in what they do, or at least they try to. Sometimes people don't put enough effort into what they're presenting, and that comes off negatively in the eyes of a lot of people. Wrestling, for example, this year has had its share of not putting enough effort into the products, the pay-per-views and the television shows, and it's shown off negatively in the eyes of many fans. Comic books are the same way. Comic books sometimes will put a lot of effort into the stories and their artworks, and some won't. And and fans see that very negatively. It's shown negatively to the fans. But when you do put effort, it shows. Even if the effort is done, at I guess you could say a lower budget kind of way. Let me give you an example. This past Christmas, I guess it is past Christmas now, but earlier this month, or even last month, me and my mom laid away a sound system for our HD television. It's a sound system by Philips. Now, in the effort, if you will, to kind of be like Bose's sound systems, this sound system only has 2 speakers and a subwoofer. But when you hear it in 5.1, it sounds great. It sounds terrific. Now, that's effort by Philips, knowing that they could probably never do what Bose did with their sound system. Companies like Philips, LG, Samsung, Sony, they do what they have to give people similar product and effort, a similar product, and the effort shows. Sometimes the effort doesn't show, because sometimes you have to take the product back because it doesn't work. Thankfully, this does. Another good example would be my sound system. My sound system, which I bought back, I believe, in the mid-2000s, about 2006. It's a sound system I've had literally for 8 years, for almost 7 years now. 7 years, 7 to 8 years. Feels like it. But this sound system I've had for quite some time, and it's a Durabrand sound system, and it's licensed by not just Durabrand, but by Walmart. Durabrand is a Walmart licensed company, and its products are not only done by Durabrand, but they're also kind of developed by another brand out right next to them. But as its name states, it's been durable for the past 78 years. I mean, literally, it has been. I mean, you would think something like this would go, but it's been durable for the past 78 years. I'll give you something else that's been durable. My Philips DVD player. Philips, same people that made our sound system, this Philips DVD player is tremendous. It works great. You know, it works perfectly. And I've had it for quite some time. This here, I don't know if you can see it, my computer, right there. Some people have named it the Beast. My computer there, even though I've had it off for a while, it still works. And it still works. And by still working, it puts out the effort I need it to put out, so I can use it in case someone else is using the other one, which is probably going to happen later next year, or in the spring of next year, possibly. That's effort. It may not be. I mean, my computer may not be the fastest computer in the world, but it's effort. The effort I put into it and the effort it puts out is worth it. Same with this TV I have. I've had this TV for 7 to 6 years, and the effort gets put out every year. It's perfect. It's nice. It's one of the last flat screen TVs. Now I'm not talking flat screen HD like what you have, like what we have in our living room or what anybody else has nowadays. I'm talking flat screen TV as TV was. Basically what began the revolution of the big deal, of the HDs. And the effort it puts out is great. Again, it's all about effort, ladies and gentlemen. All about effort. You know, I have an RCA 5-speaker system, same as my grandfather's, the same one, same kind, same brand. The only difference is I don't have the other speakers right now. The other speakers, they're in the Midwest. So I don't have them anymore. But this makes up for it with what it has, and it's basically the durability of all these devices I mentioned is effort. Whether it's a brand like Durabrand that people might look at as not being a good brand, it's durable. It's effort. It's the effort that's put out in it. So I do agree with what he said there, with what Doug said. You got to put effort. You know, I'll give you another example. This here, ladies and gentlemen, is the first 10 discs. The first 10 discs that I've done for my yearly holiday DVD is consisting of basically of my yearly holiday DVDs that are chock full of specials and movies, ranging from Halloween to Christmas to New Year's. This is 10 of them, and that's a lot of effort I put into these. Here's the next 6, or here's the next 5. That's 15 with one more to go, which will equal out to 16, a 2-disc volume, a 2-disc set. The last time a lot of effort was put into something like that was 2 years ago, two holiday seasons ago, back in 2011. I put effort into those. And yeah, they're not like this. They're all individual 1-disc cases, but it was 10 of them. And to me, that was effort because I had broken a record. Every year, my limitation was 5 to 6. Or even 8 at the most. 6 to 8 DVDs, and that was it. Last year, I only did 6. Because I had most of these already, but I only did 6 of these. And the reason I did 6 is because I didn't start at Halloween. I started right at Thanksgiving. But I took my time to do it. And it's all about effort. I put the effort into all of that to make those happen. I took the effort I made effort by taking time out to record those using my DVD recorder. I took effort by going out and buying these DVDs to use so I can record these specials via my DVD recorder or the Windows DVD Maker. That way I could have them on DVD. See, it's called effort. You know, when I take a look at this being the bowl season as well, some of these mid-card bowls, these mid-major bowls, they put effort sometimes. It may not be the best effort, but they put effort. The effort I see sometimes is that the effort I look at, that I see some of these bowl games doing, is the effort they put out when they not only decorate the field so it's, you know, nice and ready for that bowl game, but each end zone has the school's name. And it shows you that that bowl committee for that bowl game, that committee for that bowl game, the people in charge of it, they want to put effort. They want to give off give off a great presentation in their minds. In their minds, they want to bring a great presentation to the people by putting effort into making that field look, by putting the effort into that field. You know, when I looked at the Las Vegas Bowl, yeah, they put effort, but all they did at Samboy Stadium, all they did was put the Las Vegas logo. That's great, that's effort. But all they did was put the words Las Vegas at the end of each end zone. One in the Trojan colors, one in the Bulldog colors. And I'm thinking that's not how you do it. I'm thinking the effort you should put in is to at least put USC in Fresno State. That's effort. I mean, heck, even the St. Petersburg Bowl put effort. They put East Carolina's name in there next to Ohio's. Same thing with Tulane and Lafayette. It's called effort. The New Mexico Bowl, all they put is New Mexico. Where's the effort there? Why can't you put Washington State and Colorado State? The point is, there are some bowl games out there, mid-major bowl games, not the New Year's Day kind, not the semi-major bowl games, not the BCS ones, but mid-major ones that at least put effort to make their product, make that bowl game look presentable, look grand. Heck, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl, well, all you do is put famous Idaho potatoes, that's it? And you just leave the Bronco sign? You don't want to put any effort to at least for one game a year, one bowl game a year to say, here's this team, here's that team on the end zone? And put in the middle, you know, famous Idaho Potato Bowl? Same with the Hawaii Bowl. It's like, where's the effort? Where's the effort to put Boise State, Oregon State? The one thing about the BCS games, the BCS National Championship, the Rose, the Sugar at times, the Orange Bowl at times, and even the Fiesta. Majority of the time, all those BCSs treat their bowl games like Super Bowl, like real special presentations. They do that. And even, like I said, some of the mid-major ones do it too. So where's the effort there? So where's the effort in those that don't? Because at least there are some small majors, mid-majors, and semi-major bowl games that put effort into saying on each end zone that says this end zone says this school's team name and this one says the other school's team name. That's effort. Again, I agree though. It takes effort to make something presentable. You know, this Christmas I went out and I did buy gifts, but along the way I bought, every time I went to the Walmart here in town, I bought individual DVD, the 10 packs of recordable DVDs. And I only had like a couple of DVDs left in my original 50 pack. And by the time those got done, I started using the 50s. Started using the 5 10 packs that I had bought. And here's what's left. Right there. That, folks, is what's left. Essentially a 50 plus DVDs. And why? This is despite how you look at it, I used the DVD fab to give copies of the Wolverine, Man of Steel, of movies that I owned that I knew my family members don't have. I gave them as presents. I put effort to disguise the fact that they weren't DVDs. I put them in boxes to make it seem like it was something else. I used these two things to hide my mom's arrow knife that I bought her for Christmas, that she didn't even know I got her. And again, I totally agree. It's all about effort. Effort 100%. And that's what I did. I put effort. Even when someone does something like a telesync of a movie, whether you agree with their methods or not, at least they put effort into trying to telesync that movie. Whether you agree with their efforts or not, at least they put effort. There's going to be a lot of people out there that don't put effort. And like I mentioned, there are bowl games and comic books and stuff that don't put effort at all. But they put effort. You know, one of the most critically mixed Christmas movies or holiday movies out there, 1993 David Copperfield, animated on NBC, one of my personal faves. It's got a mixed reaction, but there was effort put into it. There was effort. And I do agree, effort is, no matter how big it is or small it is, as long as you put effort into it, you take your time to put effort into it, people will respect it. It takes effort to say on Facebook or Twitter, hey, I bought some gifts, but some of the gifts may be done in a way that's more cheaper and at home. That's effort. And it's also effort on Doug's part. Because it takes him time out of his schedule with his wife, his parents, to go out and make these videos, to make these Nostalgia Critic editorials, these Nostalgia Critic videos, these sibling rivalries. It takes effort to make it happen, and it takes effort to edit and all that. It takes effort on his part to make it presentable to you. And he does it. Same thing with Angry Video Game Nerd. Same thing with James and Mike. It's all about effort. And you could see the effort they put out. So I do agree. It's about effort. And you have to put effort out. You know, if Disney wanted to, they could have given us a half-ass movie when it came to Frozen, but they didn't. They put a lot of effort into that film, and look at the response. The response has been unbelievable, and that's called effort. So, in response to your video, Doug, I agree. At the end of your Christmas review, your review of the Christmas tree, when you talk about effort, I do agree. It takes effort, my friend. From the smallest to the biggest, it's effort. And as long as you put time out to make that effort, it's worth it. And that's all I'm going to say. Comment below. I'll talk to you all later.